York City.
Yes.
Flew 900 miles from Atlanta, Georgia.
How far it is?
Big shout out, my boy.
What's going on?
Much love to you.
Oh, yes, sorry.
What's going on? Cheers.
It's not beer, but it's the same.
Close,
It's the same.
close enough.
It's on
Prost
brand
to all
for
of
you.
you.
It's alcoholic, right?
So we're just
whatever.
gonna have a little fun. We're gonna do a little round table, do a little Atlanta United, do a little MLS, do a little Red Bull talk. Let's talk about the game in general. It's the beautiful game.
Let's
we can talk about everything.
introduce him though, so people
Have
know who we're
at
talking
it.
to. So
Have
this
at
is Eric from High Press Podcast.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy E, High Press in the building. We here, New York. We in Harlem. We in Harlem right now.
We
This
love
is
every
lit.
minute of in this building too. It's like apparently
It's gorgeous.
Apparently, it's super fucking
super
expensive
old,
as well.
super
Yes.
expensive.
Like,
but-
This building is like $5 million. They get some money over here, guys. I don't know.
Would
But
this
anyway.
be considered a brownstone? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're in a brownstone
This
right
is-
now.
I don't know what that means.
This is considered historic Harlem. So it's like you can't really like do any like construction on these brownstones because they're considered like a
Historical,
classic relic.
Ah, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
so you have to get like city permits for everything. So that's why all these brownstones are just so beautiful.
And it seems like the same guy has a bunch of them.
I mean, really.
I'm all about this though. So we got hooked up. We're here in Harlem. We got a huge match tomorrow. So or not tomorrow, on Sunday. It's why we came up.
Right.
Atlanta United versus Red Bulls. It's been a rivalry. You guys had our number up until last year.
You
Up
did.
until the conference
Yeah,
finals.
up
Until
until
it
the conference
mattered.
finals,
Until
yeah.
it fucking mattered. Right?
In your heart, you knew you were never gonna win.
No, of course. We've been smacking out the whole time. Of course I thought we were going to win.
But then it's MLS Cup, and
You're
Red
right.
Bulls just
We never win the
consistently
MLS
just are
Cup.
not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
That's
Your
one
supporter shield trophy case is
You
impressive.
see, that's one thing that pisses me off, right? About American soccer, whatever, right? Anywhere else, if
Points matter.
If you win the league, if you win the league, you're considered the champion.
Yeah.
If you set the points record,
How good? If you win 22 of your games and set a points record, you're the champion, but not in the United States.
Think
of
about
America.
it. If that was the case, the 2018 MLS season would have been basically what you saw in the Premier League this year,
Right.
with two teams having record points totals going down to the final day.
and 3 through 6 not giving a damn.
And 3 through 6, not even close. City, not even close.
Right.
Like, yeah,
Arsenal,
fuck those guys.
Chelsea,
but
Tottenham.
none of those guys were close. It was Atlanta United and Red Bulls that were running away with the league, setting goal scoring records,
Right.
doing everything.
Right.
And that would have been the same thing you saw with City and Liverpool this year. But you have MLS Cup. There's not as much emphasis on supporter shield. So most of the time, although for us, we're all soccer fans. I'm United, you're Arsenal, you're Everton,
I'm Swiss.
you're whatever. But like we know what that means.
Who has the cutest
to,
forward?
to have that
No.
I'm just
not mean
messing with
anything here is kind of weird for me. You know
But
what I
no,
mean?
so it's just because of the American sports structure. Everything has playoffs. Baseball, playoffs. Football, playoffs. Basketball, playoffs. Hockey, playoffs. So you have to have a playoff in soccer.
You were never going to start MLS or soccer in this country without it having playoff
No,
structure.
of
There's
course
no
not.
way that you were going
Yeah.
to bring the structure that lives and has existed in Europe for years over here because it just won't work. You have an American audience that you're trying to sell the sport to, and that function and the way that that's
It's ingrained in their head.
It's ingrained.
Yeah, I'll give you
in
that.
other people's heads, and you can't. Even though MLS has gained in ownership and viewership from people who aren't as familiar with soccer as people like us that have been watching all of our lives, you have to realize that we have to still cater to them at the same time that we're trying to teach them a better way of doing things.
The other thing about that is too is like no matter what we say, we as Americans always want to think that we have the best. The MLS is
Right.
maybe the 8th or 9th best league in the world.
if that.
It's creeping up.
It's
though.
creeping up, but it's not the Premier League. It's not La Liga. It's not Liga. It's not Bundesliga. It's not Eredivisie. It's not Liga MX. It's
Shit is even better than the Portuguese league.
Is it better than SAF in
yes.
Argentina?
Maybe
you
more
know?
competitive, but your Benfica's
Better,
Portos,
yeah.
and Sportings
Those are
are better than
top
anyone
teams.
here.
They would smack anybody.
Yeah, and let's
in
talk about that too.
MLS.
We saw it with Atlanta United playing Monterrey. Monterrey with a valuation on their roster of somewhere between $90 and $100 million. Atlanta United with some of the best players in MLS, somewhere around 60, 65, and not able to spend and have the depth that Monterrey had. Monterrey had European players at every
10, 11 designated players in Major
Yeah,
League
definitely.
Soccer with
Geniac,
another
Their
couple of
entire starting
Valencia.
11.
Funes
No,
Mori,
all of them, yeah.
Pizarro,
Let's
right
not- let's
Funes
not-
the
Mori.
right Funes Mori.
We're not even talking about their depth either, which is
They
insane. as
rotated
well.
against us and would have had a team when they rotated in the second leg when they were 3-0 up. That team would have probably been a de facto best team in Major League Soccer.
Oh,
And it was a
absolutely.
rotated side.
And you guys were in the
Absolutely.
same position as us, to where you're traveling to the Dominican Republic in February
Yep.
with a 2-week preseason. So that's something that I think needs to be addressed. If you're gonna grow MLS, and if you want to put it, like the Champions League in Europe is the emphasis.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like the season is centered around it. It lasts forever. CONCACAF Champions League was literally like, hey, we're gonna try to get all these matches in as quickly as possible so that we don't.
Why can't we just have it in the fall? Because the Central and Mexican, Central American and Mexican sides have a split season. They have a Clausura and
Right, yeah.
Apertura.
Yeah.
So they're going to be playing in the fall anyway. Why can't we just put it in the fall at the end of the MLS season where all these teams have played, kind of like the Champions League in Europe? So you have your knockout stages, you're in the roll of things, and that's just kind of how it works. So if you don't make MLS Cup, you know, hey, shit, we might be playing the Champions League final right after it.
Yeah.
So you
Right,
still
yeah,
have a
yeah,
look,
yeah.
like Liverpool basically.
And you and I made a big deal about it. When we played Herediano in the first match, they had already had nine games into their season.
Yeah.
You know, so we're catching a team that's
They're
in a stride
in
and on a
season
run.
form. They've been playing for 3 months already.
And we're talking about we'd played, what was it, Cal State Fullerton, LA Galaxy B,
Nowhere-
and a
nowhere
couple
close.
of a couple
Nowhere
of
close to what we did.
closed
Phoenix
door
Rising.
matches.
I think we played Phoenix Rising.
We
twice.
played
Exactly.
like Cholos' like C squad with
Yeah,
guys
they were
that had
number
triple
sevens.
digits.
Yeah, they had
They
like-
were triple digit numbers. It was like guy like number 673.
And they're
Like,
like,
how
yeah,
the fuck is that supposed to?
He's
help in
14
preseason?
and he's ready to, start for the under 15 squad. Yeah, it's
And
like,
he probably scored a goal and shit. You're like, oh, get the fuck
so
out
there
of
we
here.
are.
Jesus Christ.
But I just think like if the sport and the league are going to grow, you're going to have to incorporate things that have worked for the other 6-point-something billion people on the planet
Yeah.
that watch the sport. The playoffs is an Americanized thing,
Definitely.
but I still think there should be value on the supporter shield. Like the supporter shield, I lost my mind when we lost to
Lost
Toronto and
Toronto.
lost to you guys 2-0.
It's
And
the game we shall not speak of.
Oh,
It worked out.
the
It
unspoken.
worked out.
It did work.
It worked out, but it's still in.
it was
We can
painful.
pass
Is
It
it
was
something
painful.
you could ever see as the league continues to grow and expand where potentially you do see the MLS Cup maybe done away as the main trophy and the emphasis put on the league, and maybe the US Open Cup kind of either rebranded as MLS Cup or something to put more emphasis on a knockout
They treat the
tournament?
supporter shield worse than they treat the community shield.
Right.
Yeah, it's a joke.
It's literally like I said, you had two teams in Atlanta United and Red Bulls racing towards a points all-time points title.
Yeah.
You know, setting points records and
By the way,
goal
cheers to
scoring
that
records.
last year because
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
set the league.
We kicked ass.
Everybody
right?
talking
We kicked
about
ass.
LAFC right now is forgetting the fact that the Red Bulls and Atlanta United were on that same pace, starting out at the same spot we are. So yeah, LAFC is sitting high and pretty right now.
Everybody's got a minute rice attention span. You know,
Right.
it's like instant
exactly.
coffee
To be
generation.
fair,
You know,
not to take anything away from LAFC, they are playing really good stuff right
They
now.
are.
And Carlos Vela is playing on a
amazing.
different
He's on
fucking
fire.
level.
He's a fucking
Absolutely.
alien.
I don't know why I mean, the fact that you have a quality player like him in MLS speaks to how the league is growing, but he's too good for MLS.
let's play a quick game. If you could take any one player off your rival's team and put him on your team, but you would have to lose a player of that same ilk, who would it be? If you could take somebody from Atlanta United, but you're going to give up a player of similar.
So if I could take anybody from Atlanta United, I would easily take Joseph Martinez.
Okay, yeah, you guys need goal scorers.
We have one striker. He's 34 years old.
BWP.
You know, BWP, great. That's my man's. We met him in Atlanta for the game. He fucking came out to the Copa 90 party, bro, and was chilling with us. You know, so that's my guy. I love him. 100 goal scorer, the fucking man. But look at him now. He barely played this year. Why? Hamstring injuries, right? He's getting old.
34
So
years old.
you would replace BWP with Joseph.
Definitely.
Okay.
And that would be the one guy that I would.
And I hate to say it, I'm gonna step on a limb. I know he's our captain, but I think it's time to send Parkhurst off. If I can bring Aaron Long.
For Aaron Long, of course. Yeah.
nothing
Long's
against
a bad
Parkhurst.
Yeah, you fucking stole my pick.
If I could get give
Aaron
me.
Long, if you ever want to come to Atlanta, we got you.
No,
got
Aaron.
you.
Nah, come on, hey.
We got you.
Hey.
Can you imagine
Hey.
you with LGP and Miles
Hey,
Robinson?
you don't want to do
That's
it.
a
bro.
back three.
Miles Robinson has been a unit this season.
Yeah.
I like
Yes.
Miles Robinson.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
guy
I
needs
like
to be
Miles
on the
The
U.S. men's national team for the
tomorrow.
Gold Cup.
I agree.
If he is not on the Gold Cup roster, the U.S. MMT is dumber than I think. Like, it's hard for me to get into it because I think that it's just run the wrong way. But if you don't include a player who has the athleticism, has demonstrated his ability on the ball, his
Size.
ability to read
Yeah.
the game, his size, he's got everything you need from a center back. If he
Not
keeps playing
to
this way,
mention-
he won't be in America playing for long.
No.
No.
He'll be in
He-
Germany playing for a club just like Gressel will be. Now I have to ask you. Sorry.
No, wait. So
Go ahead.
did you?
Oh yeah, y'all took the same thing for me.
Okay,
It's
so
gonna
Long?
be Aaron Long.
Yo, you see this? It's fucking conspiracy.
Aaron Long.
goes to Atlanta United.
Aaron Long, if you're watching, we will take you.
Come on down to the south.
Aaron Long, come on,
Come on
baby.
down to the dark
Come
side.
on.
Good. He's
So-
so good.
So can you break down for the novice
Right.
what's going on with Kaku?
So
Yeah.
Kaku, so really what it boils down to is I really don't think he ever wanted to be here anyway. I think he just saw it as a stepping stone to Europe. You know, he plays for Paraguay, right? He's Argentinian. I think his parents are Paraguayan.
Just like Tito Villalba.
Right,
Like
and he
Tito.
plays for Paraguay.
Yep.
Right.
Who's Paraguay's best player?
Miguel Almiron,
Right.
yeah.
Who, you know,
Who does he want to emulate?
He's
and
trying
copy
to follow the
there?
Almiron path. So when New York came, bought him from River Plate or Valise Salas, whatever the hell we got him from, I don't know. And you know, he basically just wanted to come over here, you know, show his wear and then be
Cash
gone.
in, wreck shop, and dip
Yeah.
out.
And last year it almost happened. He came, he was like killing it, you know, and then what happened? Club America comes
Right.
in. And then we're like, okay, you know, we just paid $7 million for him. Y'all got to give us 12. If you don't give us 12, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And they were like, that's an outrageous amount
But
of money.
for a club of America's size, they can
Right,
afford that.
right.
It's
Yes.
not $12 million for Club
Yeah,
America
exactly.
is nothing.
They're trying to bend over a barrel at that time.
Right,
Literally,
exactly.
it's-
All right, guys, if we're gonna talk Kaku, I have said some things
Jay, why don't you come on in and slide?
on the interwebs.
On the internet.
This is like a pop in, pop out.
Right, yeah.
Maybe it was actually the Kaku tweet they were after. Was why I was banned from Twitter.
Yes.
No. I riled up a lot of Red Bulls fans
Conspiracy theory.
because when Kaku kicked that ball at the fan,
And he
right?
kicked him in the face.
I got a little hyperbolic. I was like, "Get out of my damn league! This is crazy." Now I didn't say like he should get a lifetime ban or anything, but I was just like, it was not just that one act, right?
It's been more-
And that's the problem with Twitter. They're like, they see that tweet, they're like, "Oh, well, he thinks he should be banned for life because of that one thing." I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, why would anybody want to have this guy on the team when he's playing all these games and he's talking shit about the team and not, I didn't get a cup of coffee and whatever, all this
But he's
nonsense.
putting on Twitter that he wants to, like, you can tell from the Twitter messages he was putting.
We know that there are
Well,
myriad of ways to try to push a
Yeah.
move to a team,
Right.
And I'm all for the dark arts, but like the problem is you take that risk and then it doesn't happen,
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Luciano
you know,
Acosta
and-
sitting
and-
in a hotel room in
Luciano
Paris.
Acosta.
and so I was kind of like, you know,
Womp.
why would we want a guy like this in our league? He doesn't want to be here anyways. That was my perspective. But I mean, at the same time, you know, Twitter's Twitter. Got little hot takes going on. I'm just curious, like, what do you think the general feel is? Is it pretty all over the board from Red Bull fans? Because it seemed like all of a sudden there was this hidden love came out after other teams got on
Started
it,
to,
Kaku's
like, yeah,
back,
yeah,
and they're like, no, we're allowed to do that.
No,
But you can't pile
Right,
on him.
So he's a good player. He's a very good player.
Yeah.
He's our best creative player by a fucking mile, right? You know, it's just that he wants to go to greener pastures, right? So we understand it, but there's ways to go about it. It was the like you said, how he went about it. His agent, you know, was all in the media. Oh, we want, you know, this is how.
We don't even know
much,
if he
and-
runs his Twitter,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, like, you know, it's ridiculous. But people do like him because, you know what, he does try and he does, you know,
So
he,
you feel
he does
like
produce.
you feel like you know, after that he's kind of put his head down and is shown that he.
So I mean, after the suspension, I've been around, you know, to the press conferences and stuff, and
because I don't really care about the minutia of what is it, apology or not. Like I don't care
Right,
about
yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff.
Fucking apology,
It doesn't
who
mean
cares?
anything, right? I thought the suspension was kind of soft compared to other suspensions we've seen in the
How
league
many
because
suspensions was it
3
again?
games.
3?
because
I
there
thought that was weak.
there
I
were
mean,
the fan
I-
allegedly went to the ER, right?
He didn't mean to kick the guy in the
Of
face.
course
So
not.
You've seen it 100,000 times. Guys fire balls into the boards.
Right.
You know what happens? He's frustrated. We were losing. The play before that, he was wide open in space.
Yeah.
It was like 6 minutes left in the game. We're down to SKC. Florian Valo, I think it was, or Benzacourt, hits a pass. You know, totally just sails the shit, and you can see him just like it was frustration.
Right,
It got to him. He's a young player. I think he's what, 24,
Yeah.
25.
But here's the
you
question:
know?
Ilya Kovalchuk blasts the puck in after miss it, you know, into the stands.
Right.
Is it the same thing?
I mean, I think that's where we're coming
I
from.
think
Is just in comparison wise
The
to
difference,
other bands.
though, is there was a lot of attention paid to the fact that he didn't go over to
Go
the
over
fan.
right. The other players did, but he necessarily
Correct.
didn't. Right.
So I mean, as anybody that accidentally
a bad look.
whack somebody with the ball in the face,
You would go
think.
over and be like,
It was
"Yo,
a
I'm
bad
sorry,
look, but at the same time, I
didn't
wonder
know."
if he was just so in shock, like, of the whole situation going
He
down.
probably didn't even know that he hit the guy because he turned around
Yeah.
right after that, and then that's when everybody kind of, so I guess he learned after because the Sporting KC players
At that
came
point,
over
his
and,
attention's
yeah. It was almost a brawl.
Right,
like,
right.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
As far as soccer balls go.
Yeah, I mean,
he
There was
did-
a lot of guys doing this.
yeah.
he did get
Devin's
a lot of flack,
showing us
though.
the dance, the soccer. I'm gonna fight you dance.
We were doing the soccer flag. It was pretty much just
I mean,
a lot of
like
tough
around
love
here,
chants.
from the media, he did get a lot of flack though. Everybody was like, "Come on, you can't do that shit." I actually wrote a piece for the StopHisTime.com, saying it and all that stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if he's saying the right things and the coaching staff is totally behind him, Chris Armas, all the players were defending him. Luis Robles came to his defense. Aaron Long came to his defense. They were like, "Listen, players get hot-headed. It's a game. He wants to win. He's a competitor." So you can kind of fault him for that. And yes, there's been other issues with Kaku. He was suspended previously before that for, they said, conduct detrimental to the team or something like
know
that.
about
Andrew Carlton, Barco.
Yeah, certain stuff happened.
Yeah. Young guys.
I think it's clear that he's out because
Yeah.
I think they're kind of over his shit.
So is he a summer transfer then?
I think so. I think because he wants out and the club I think is kind of done with.
Here's
all
my
of
question
the
on that
drama.
though. Do you think you're going to recoup your costs?
We'll definitely get the $7 million back.
Could he replace Aozi Perez at Newcastle?
Oh.
I mean,
What are they getting rid of?
Paraguayans are all the rage right now.
Getting rid of Perez?
Perez wants to go back to Spain.
Yeah.
So,
Have at it.
And besides, Mike Ashley will make a shit ton of money off of him.
This is me on Newcastle. They funnel everything through him, and he doesn't have the creative juices to comparatively try and make that work.
The mad thing about Almiron, not to get off topic, is the fact that despite him being incredible and very pivotal to them playing well, he didn't record a single assist.
They
or
don't
goal.
give
Or a
him the
goal, right.
ball. That is
he
the
gets
issue.
the ball in
No.
transition. He gets
No.
the ball in transition. He gets the ball in
I
transition.
mean, it's a different style of play. They're very defensive, even though they do counterattack. It's,
Although he is that league.
Although
Yeah.
I do think him getting fouled led to 2 goals. One was a penalty,
absolutely.
Yeah,
and one was
Yeah.
a free kick goal.
He
right
creates
outside
chaos.
The box.
Right.
He creates chaos.
So that's kind of what it is, and even Newcastle fans appreciate him.
He can bring the ball out for that. He can get the ball and counter, and he's that link to Ayoze Perez and Solomon Rondon that they
he
never
creates
had
space.
before.
I get it.
There's nothing that
He's
you can.
faster on the ball than he is
He's
off
off
the
the
ball.
ball.
No, but honestly, hold on. There is a specific quality that I have never seen from a player coming from MLS or in MLS's general. And I mean, you get it sometimes when Messi, whenever he gets the ball, there's this automatic feeling that when they get the ball,
He's gonna
something's
score,
going to
right?
happen.
Something's gonna happen.
Miggy has the same results. Anytime you get the ball, you can hear it in the fans at Newcastle. You can feel it when you're watching him play. You feel like there's something that's going to come up with this.
Especially if he gets the
It's
ball
an
on
energy.
the turn in space
Absolutely.
and starts running at people and running into space. That was one of the things where it was just like you knew as an Atlanta United fan, if they were defending and he got the ball and started running,
They're
something
fucked.
was about to
They're
happen.
fucked.
The
Like,
defenders were in
something was
trouble,
about
yeah.
to happen.
Yeah.
He was too much to handle in MLS.
Yeah.
I also think that going in January hurt because half the season was through. So, he had to gel with the team that had already been playing without him. And now they have to get kind of used to him or him used to playing with the team. So I think he'll be a lot better next year.
I think that's where the Perez issue came in
You
for
know?
me, is that they were gelled so much to try and funnel it through Perez, funnel it through that right side, get it to Roldan possibly, but there were passes and so many times of just open space where Miggy's sitting there on the left being like,
Oh, yep.
Just
That would have been so on brand if you knocked that over.
The problem
Very
was
on
he and
brand.
Matt Ritchie did not have a connection, and that was
No.
talked about.
Yeah.
There's many instances where Miggy was wide open screaming for the ball, and Ritchie would turn around and pass the ball backwards.
Oh yeah, the Richie conspiracy about him not passing. But
and also then the slapping of the head.
But listen,
He's
Miguel
kind of a crazy
Almiron,
man.
he's gone, right? And hope maybe we'll get some players again in the league that create that sort of dynamic. I mean, I think Elise is one of those players, to be honest. I think he's underrated. When you look at him, he's always when he gets the ball, he's going
magic.
straight to the goal.
He's magic.
I made fun of him too, but I think Fernando Calvo is a guy that can take a game by the scruff of the neck.
Get the fuck out.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Don't you dare show that man some fucking respect. Cowboy gets no respect here. So, but one of the
I mean,
things.
I've got players that I feel like for that. So, like for me, when I watch other teams, LAFC Latif Blessing, I have that same feeling with.
Yeah, I think he's still undeveloped in a lot of ways.
Who's for Dallas too? Is it Barrios?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mario Barrios.
But if we're talking like guys that
Roldán
turn and
was
can
monster
run
for
at the
fucking
defense,
Seattle.
Rolled on for Seattle.
Roldán for Seattle. That dude's got
Yeah.
he's got a banger in him every week. It feels like.
So
Never wins goal of the week though.
I'm gonna pivot a little bit, right? We got the game coming up on Sunday. When you rolled up to the stoop, you got clear swagger, right? And I lived in the area in New York for a long time, and I know that there is a tremendous culture. And one of the things that was really interesting, living in Atlanta and watching Atlanta United grow is this terminology for the culture. And, they have so much culture and there's so much Latino culture and black culture and all these things mixed together. And I'm like, but these fucking things exist elsewhere. And I think other fan bases get really irked because, it seems like pundits and even, folks, we kind of, we drink our own Kool-Aid sometimes. We think
American soccer started in 2017.
we think we think our shit don't stink, and that, and it's good. I mean, of course you're passionate about your team and what you created, but, what is the culture to Red Bulls fans? What is the Red Bulls culture?
So the Red Bulls in their new, Red Bulls, right? They used to be the New York Metro Stars,
Right.
Metro
We
Stars.
see the jerseys all the time whenever we play Red Bulls in Atlanta, right?
Exactly, right. But now the new reiteration of RBNY, it's tough to say because a lot of our fans are kind of misplaced, or
they look like they're dressed as empty seats.
well, yes, there is a lot of empty seats, but that's because when the Metro Stars were kind of lit, like a lot of the fans were in Queens, Long Island, and Brooklyn, and they also supported the Cosmos as well. The Cosmos is a huge brand. Fucking Pele played for them.
Pele,
yeah.
People still like my co-host on the High Press podcast. He still fucking goes to Cosmos.
They're
games.
still rocking USL.
I'm like, bro, like really? He's like, yo, no. Matter of fact, he borrowed my ESPN Plus the other day to watch them on US Open Cup.
Bless you, sir. Bless you.
He's like, yo, the Cosmos are playing, bro. Let me get that.
Enabling the addict.
So, but with the RBNY culture, I think that it's tough for us because most of the people that support the club, well, I guess I wouldn't say most, but a majority of them don't really live in New Jersey. So being so far away from a home, it's like what happens with all those cities or those clubs.
We see a Chicago.
That want,
Chicago,
that
Columbus.
want.
They got that original. It takes an hour and a half to get
want
the
the
bus.
stadium
Yeah.
downtown,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's like 45 minutes away. You got to, drive all the way up there. It's like a disconnection. Plus, also the Red Bulls, they're as we were talking about before off camera, they're kind of corporate, right? You guys were more genuine, more like authentic. You guys came in and came out. You guys came in fucking hot.
Our owner said he wanted to win.
Our owner came in and also started going to pubs real early.
A lot of it was a team, but there was also
like
just
organic.
Yeah, it
With
was
us,
very
it's
organic.
Very corporate,
Yeah.
Same thing with NYCFC,
we have our gimmicks. We got the
I think,
spike
too.
and all that stuff that teams got to create their brand or whatever. But it's very interesting how the four major supporters groups created this sort of dynamic thing.
Do you see any attrition to NYC fans from people just because of geographics? Like, are they?
So obviously having a team within the 5 boroughs is a lot easier, right? Plus, they play off of the Yankee brand as well, right? So like me, I have a fucking Yankee tattoo on my arm. Like I love the Yankees, but I was a Red Bull fan since I started liking MLS, so I wasn't gonna switch just because this team played in the Bronx. Plus, fuck City, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would I support that shit? But yes, no. So there has been people that like, you know what? I'm never going to Jersey for a game. I'm just gonna be NYFC fans, and that's totally fine. There's enough people in New York to support both.
So
clubs.
here's my question with that idea that there's enough people in New York to support both teams. How could the New York Red Bulls front office, marketing team, digital media content, whatever, how could they reach out to people who aren't necessarily dedicated to one team or the other to try to pull them to join in, like get attendance.
Have they
up.
tried everything?
Have they?
Is there a Red Bulls charter from New York City?
I believe some supporters groups have their own
Right.
charters, but I don't think it's anything from the club. Like so they tried in the last couple of years right outside the stadium. They have this thing called the Boulevard. That's kind of corny and shit, but yeah. But it's kind of like what you guys have in Atlanta.
We
where
all
everybody
have a
goes to
thing.
the
There's
party
always a
and,
thing, yeah.
there's fucking nets and everything,
Right.
and there's a DJ and people are drinking and all that. So
Yeah.
they're trying
Build some hype.
to do all that. Red Bulls does. I will say this: they do have a good social media team. They're always, always.
They were very
reaching out.
responsive when I
You know,
misunderstood.
I'm
always
not saying they don't have a good social
something
media
the other
team,
day.
but there's got to be a point where digital and the front office meet to collect to say, hey, we should be drawing more fans. Our
Right.
product is good. Why are they not coming?
So to
Just
me,
call Atlanta United up. I mean, look what
Right.
Atlanta United did.
I don't
But
think
there's a
that fucking
difference
shit
here.
works, bro.
No,
because
exactly.
It's a
not
different
the same.
you know what it
city.
is? There's too much going on in New York.
I was
bro.
about to say, it's just like
We
Vegas.
literally have
This market's so crowded.
Yo, we have 9 fucking sports franchises.
Yeah.
We have 3 football teams, if you want to be honest. Jets,
Right.
Giants, Bills. Bills are still a New York
Oh,
team.
yeah, that's right.
Right? So you got those 3.
Yeah.
You have the Yankees, you have the Knicks, you have the Islanders, you have the Rangers, you got NYCFC.
There's a lot of games going on throughout each week.
Red Bulls got the Nets.
Red Bulls, you got NYC, and plus it's
Mets and Nets.
and then you have the Cosmos, you got a bunch of shit, and then you have New York on top of that.
Yep.
And the
You know
problem
what they
is
do.
that as much as we love soccer, as much as we love football,
Not everybody does.
not everybody does, and it's still this American standard that you're gonna have football, American football first, baseball, hockey, soccer.
Plus, it's fairly new. The league has been around 25 years.
Yeah, it's like 90,
You know,
96.
the Knicks have been around since the fucking early 1900s. Like
Yeah.
that fan base is built in.
Are you
right?
a Knicks fan?
Knicks.
Oh, I forgot
Jets,
about
Yankees.
basketball. I apologize.
So you picked 2
I don't
shitty
watch.
teams and a good team to balance
Yes,
everything out.
and then I took another shitty team in Everton on top of that, just to kind of make it a nice shit gumbo. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So I have one
So
team.
you got
working
andouille
for me
sausage
right
in
now.
a soup.
Right,
in
yeah,
a soup
exactly.
and
But
shit,
no, but
so-
that's really what I think the problem is. I think it's just such a congested market for such a brand new, even a brand like Red Bull, because it is a big brand. Matter of fact, in the city this whole month they have a Red Bull music festival.
No
It's
shit.
like it's like
Really?
literally every day. I'm pretty sure there's one like tomorrow or whatever. There's one going on right
that's
now.
part of that parent
Yeah,
brand.
exactly. So that's like the Red Bull music
Right.
offshoot, right? They're reaching out to younger, less established artists, right? That don't have like a fan base, and they're giving them platforms. So like everywhere in New York, they were performing like these little venues. And
But
bars
why
and
at
all
that
of
point
shit,
though?
like that.
Because I mean, I come from events and I come from understanding marketing.
Right.
And why at that point though is the parent brand not realizing that a offshoot or an offspring brand, New York Red Bulls, is not gaining attendance. And at that point, you don't try to in that system or in that festival environment do advertising.
Get players to come up.
I mean,
Load people down with
they
gear.
do advertising.
Really?
I mean,
I really just think that people do not like New Yorkers. We're a great people. We're very fast paced, but we don't like to like.
Go to Jersey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's one thing, right? You got to pay a toll and all of that shit like that. But no, it's just that I think it's just
You don't like to be fed things.
Right.
Bro, I made a mistake. This is my first time in New York City. I made the mistake of flying into Newark. It took me an hour and a half on a bus to get from Newark to fucking Times Square.
We're chilling. We're in 25 minutes. We're here
I
from LaGuardia.
wanted
This
to
guy.
die.
And Harrison is 10 minutes from Newark.
Right,
It's
right.
right there.
So if Red Bulls, because it's impossible, because getting any large amount of space anywhere near Manhattan is just not going to happen.
But they have one in Queens. They have a Flushing Meadow Park. That was originally
That's-
where the Mets were
That's
gonna
right.
were gonna build. Also, NYCFC wanted to buy that.
Yeah.
The Red Bulls have tried. The Jets, like 5 years ago, tried to get a stadium built on the West Side
Oh, I know.
Highway.
Recovering Mets fan.
Yeah, it's just over here it's difficult. Like we have so many
Yeah.
people in not a lot of land, so you have to go to Jersey.
It's really
and
unfortunate
lose the fan
because
base there.
Red Bull Arena this is going to be my first time there, and I have been wanting to come and see a match in this stadium since I started watching MLS games because the stadium looks beautiful. It's one of the
Gorgeous. It is. I
few.
fucking love
It's
it.
one of the
It's
few
awesome.
massive arena a soccer-specific stadium that isn't capped at 20,000.
And you want to know what's crazy too? That Red Bull Arena fills up for international friendlies.
Of course it does.
Like fucking
here's-
Colombia versus
That's right.
Paraguay or something.
You have the U.S.
House.
send-off game. You have the U.S.
House.
send-off game for
House.
the women before the World Cup.
Are you not marketing Hispanics then? Is that the problem?
be.
But you also have
That's
to
what it
realize
is.
I've talked to people who live in Jersey, close to
the
the stadium in Harrison, and they watch soccer, but they don't go to your games.
Really?
Where's the disconnect there?
I don't know.
Have
And
they?
I'm
Maybe they don't watch Breeze's commercials.
Yeah, right. If they can get fucking empanadas, bro, right? Free empanadas.
Where are you getting your fucking empanadas?
The problem I'm hitting here is that it's a good product. You have a great team. You guys, we are
We're
always
consistent.
You're consistent. We are always afraid to go against you. At the same point in time, excited to go against you because we know it's going to be a good match. We know whenever we play the Red Bulls, it's going to be a good match.
Nobody's gonna be bunkering bullshit.
No,
Yeah.
it's going to be an all-out good game to watch. I mean, that's the kind of soccer you want to watch daily. But at that point in time, you have to realize that you've got such a good brand, and the fact that I see your attendance, it pisses me off.
I mean, how many
me
people
off,
live in
too.
the greater New York area? Like
Millions.
millions. You
Millions.
gotta be able to find 30,000
if
people.
not
to put
even
that
in New
stadium.
York Metro, in Jersey,
Jersey, too.
There's
come
gotta
on.
be 30,000 people.
I
that
don't
can
think
fill
this
that
is
stadium
something that
out.
can be fixed, and I think there's so many roots in that are dug deep in this problem, and I don't think a social media team or a digital media team is going to be able to unearth those things. Obviously, there's always things you can improve on. I think we obsess with this so much sometimes because we want to see the league succeed. We want to see a team that's
I
winning
wanna see
supporters
this team
shield
succeed. Absolutely.
do well,
Rather than
I'm gonna
saying-
pull a Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell. It's timeout.
and
Hold on.
get the attendance, but.
I'm gonna jump back in and out.
Sometimes shit there's no answers for. Like
I mean,
I don't know. Like
that's literally the $billion
Yeah.
question. That's been
if somebody
the
had it figured out,
question.
they'd be fucking making the money coming in with the
Exactly,
consulting, the
right?
RFP. Like I got it.
Yeah, like you asked me, what's the solution? Shit, if I knew that, they'd be fucking paying me right now if I knew that shit. But no, like I think it's just a whole lot of factors, and also.
Hold on, I gotta try this. Can I try this?
Yes,
So I've been
yes.
told
She's
that
gonna
this
do
is
this
the,
first time.
This
I
is the
just
New York
fucking
way
know
of
it.
The New York
This is
way
new-
to
No.
Look, put
Like
this
this.
right here, right?
Use the
Put-
fat of your
yeah,
hand.
and then put it in. Yep.
Okay,
like
all
that.
right, hold on.
No.
And pop it open
Like that.
Okay, hold on.
and hold it and twist it up.
I did.
Oh, did you get it?
No?
No.
It's more.
Oh.
It's more like this. You want to?
Yeah.
I haven't had a
look.
beer in probably 6 years. Let me try this if I still got it.
So I've been opening bottles with my lighter.
Oh, come on.
Oh, Jay,
I haven't done it in 6 years.
It's because you
It's
have a
still
New
in
York
my
background.
blood,
You have a New York background, bro. Yeah, because who the hell walks around with fucking bottle openers, right? But everybody has a lighter,
All right,
you
I
know.
got you.
She's like, no. Oh, there you go. Go ahead. Try it.
All right, ready?
Let's
So
see.
use the fat
Come
of
on,
the
get
finger.
it. Ah, look at that shit right there.
So what should we expect tomorrow?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday. Sorry.
Tomorrow we should expect an amazing day in New
Yes,
York
Thank you.
City.
Move your
definitely.
seat closer a little bit. Yes.
And
So Sunday.
when should we get there?
Wait.
So the game starts at what, 2?
Yeah, like to get the whole experience.
No, did it get pushed back because it said in our media credentials that we could pick up media credentials at 2:30
It's
at
at
will
5
call.
o'clock.
Oh, it's at 5. Okay.
It's at 5. It's at 5.
Either way, like we pick up the pass, whatever. Like what do you recommend to hit? Like we think we're gonna
Is there
stop
a
by
tailgate?
Breezes, of course, get
Yeah,
some empanadas.
so right. So in
Prayers
the
of
greater-
sinners. It's really good.
Right.
She's like, it's really good. Plug, right? Sponsor.
Sponsor.
No.
Prayers of sinners.
It's what's for dinner.
For wine
So
spillage.
in
Brewed in
the
Holland.
in the town of Harrison, pretty much that whole town shuts down during Red Bull games. The police force
Right.
are strictly guiding traffic. Like that's really what
That's
it is.
insane.
Yeah, the whole town. That's basically that's like
So
the
there's like
town
what,
income.
12 people that live in Harrison?
I mean, so it's
Ouch.
so look, so
You just got here. You don't know anything about this place.
they're gonna kick your ass. They don't know anybody.
37 people in the stadium.
No, so what it is, it's like a suburb of Newark, Jersey City type
Right.
thing, and they're doing a lot of buildings. They're putting a lot, so it's like close to the water.
Do people pregame at bars?
Yes, so people pregame at bars. They have like the boulevard.
What's some
leads into
shouts?
The bars. I forgot the names of them because usually I'm working, so I don't drink at work.
We forgive you.
Yeah.
Gotta make that. Gotta make the quan.
But
bro.
and then they do have a parking lot right in front of the stadium where people do
Tailgate.
the tailgating and shit. I usually drive. I usually park on the back blocks and then walk to the stadium because who the fuck wants to pay?
So my question, I love going to tailgates in general. This will be my first away game, so I want to go to New York Red Bull tailgates.
Okay.
To meet fans.
I will bring you to the
Good.
tailgates.
I want to meet people.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what growing the brand is
Yeah, of
about.
course,
It's
definitely.
it's growing the family. It's talking.
Listen, if you haven't kicked a ball with an opposing fan that you just fucking laid out on Twitter with a massive fucking meme or
What are you
some shit,
doing?
like who are you?
Well,
And
the best
you're
example,
not doing
like,
it right.
I was playing with Monterey. I mean, just those guys who like
Yes.
mean mugging you the whole time, and it's like, hey man, you want a beer?
You want a
And
beer?
I'm
They're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
like, hey, and then all of a sudden you've got friends like, well, we have
Yeah,
a guy,
Holmes.
we have a guy, at Atlanta United Fan TV, Mark Nichols, that shot a video and made a friend, and all of a sudden he's got like an authentic jersey sent to him from the
Yeah,
team.
Yeah.
you see? And you guys, I'm sure Red Bull guys, view your content as well. So, we're going to, so really, if the game is at 5.
I get tagged in Red Bull memes all the time.
Right? I say we should get there around like 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Yeah.
we could walk around, check out the bars, right? Nice little bars. We could go to the tailgate.
And
do
then
that.
get
And then we have
empanadas.
the boulevard, empanadas. Right?
Empanadas,
And
yes.
then we go to the game because we're all credentialed and shit. You know what I'm saying? Do the Millie round. Hey.
I don't know why you're doing that. I don't know why you're doing that. Because as a Man United fan, whenever I think of that Millie Rock, I think of Jesse Lingard
Yes,
doing the Millie Rock
Jesse
at the
Lingard.
Emirates. Get fucked.
Hey, where did you finish in the?
Hold that.
Who cares?
Here we go.
Sorry. I
So-
can hear you from 6th place.
I will say though, I've talked to. I feel like it's now 2 City fans who will be going to the game on Sunday.
Really?
They've made a point to come.
Mr.
To Jersey.
Mr. Polanco from the Cooligans.
Guerreros?
Mr. Guerreros can't make
Guerreros
it,
will make it.
but Christian Polanco will be there as well, and so we look forward to seeing him.
I was actually just at their birthday party last
That's
week.
right.
Downtown, Gelson
Yeah.
Green.
I heard it was bumping.
Shout out
so.
to the Cooligans. It was
Yeah,
dope.
yeah,
It was cool.
So, first of all, thanks for stopping by.
course,
All up in Harlem,
Love
where we're at right now,
Gang, gang.
in this fantastic Airbnb.
We were gonna take you up to the roof, but
We can still go to the.
it's
It wasn't
not-
very special.
It's not really.
Yeah, you know,
But I've got a quick-
it's a New York.
I've got a quick question.
If you want an Airbnb in New York, Harlem is a great spot, by the
It
way.
is
Brooklyn
amazing.
is overrated. I've done it a couple times.
Whoa, whoa,
like,
whoa.
get the fuck out of Brooklyn.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So I've got a quick question.
I'm in Brooklyn, so.
You're not Airbnb-ing. You just got
No,
the free.
I'm Brooklyn.
We're a third of the way into the season.
Uh-huh.
How do you feel about your team going forward, and who wins the league?
So I feel okay about the Red Bulls right now. We do have a lot of injuries though. The key players, Kaku suspended, Bradley Wright Phillips. Nobody knows when he's coming back. We don't really have much depth at that position on the team.
At least you're not
But,
Kansas City.
right? But I do think we have enough defense and we have enough other players in our system too. I like our system. I like Chris Armas. I know everybody was talking about the whole Thierry Henry thing or
That was-
Listen, our coach was almost
Right, yeah.
out of here.
We had a Deborah.
We had her-
third game, I think. Deborah.
MLS is, everybody's just, it's crazy. It's, I think the only people that don't panic are Seattle fans who, like, I was getting DMs who are like, just wait till August.
So-
if you're below the line August, then maybe worry.
I think going forward, I think we'll be all right. I looked at the schedule towards the end.
Is it because the East is just so shit?
That too, that too, but
You guys got
also
Orlando twice in
right,
August.
exactly. Yeah, we have a lot of we
6
played a lot
points.
of our tough games,
Yeah.
early. We've already played
The CCL just
we've already
wrecked
played
it.
Galaxy, we've already played DC. We're
Right.
gonna play you guys
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So it eases up. I think once we start getting healthy, once we start getting our players back, we'll be good. I also think that. We're not going to contend for the Supporter Shield this year, so that might actually help us in the playoff run so that we can kind of rest guys and get ready.
No pressure.
And gear up. There's no pressure because last year what happens is we had to play our main guys
All the way down to the
whole
last
time
whole time.
because
Last game.
another fucking
Yeah.
team was breathing down our neck,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know what team you're talking about.
Michael Bradley to save the day for the Red
To
Bulls.
be fair, we were in first, weren't we?
Right, yes, all right, well, whatever.
So
Well,
you were
whatever.
breathing down our necks.
Well, okay, yeah,
So
whatever.
who wins the league?
But also, will I say we let you in, CCL? So
So
Who wins the
I
league?
think in the East, I think it's DC.
Yeah.
I think
see it.
I think DC. It's either you guys or DC.
You really don't think Philly's got a chance?
I don't.
No.
I don't believe.
There's no depth.
in Philly. I don't believe in Philly. What they're doing right now is great. They have a lot of young guys, a lot of young talent. They're hungry, but once it turns 95 degrees in July,
They're one
you know,
injury from
let's
dome,
see.
man.
Let's see what happens, right?
We have an air-conditioned dome.
I think DC takes it in the East just because they're stocked. Rooney, Acosta, Areola, Jara, Mara. You know.
Do you think
a
they
bunch.
get your mail in the summer?
Does Acosta leave?
Possibly.
Does Acosta leave in the summer?
Maybe he. I mean, fucking. If the PSG shit was true, then you know.
I think he goes to Spain.
I don't know.
If
And
only
then
he could have saved them from losing to Man
I wouldn't be surprised if there's only like 7 or 8 points separating the top 4
right.
in
No.
the
Yeah.
East.
Yeah.
It's going to be close.
It's gonna be real
definitely
close.
close.
Like, you know,
And I
LAFC is
think-
going to be
yes,
had the supporter
exactly,
shield
right.
sealed up in September.
Right.
You
That's
know,
what it is.
Vela
I
be
think
MVP.
LAFC wins the last. Vela wins the MVP, and then the playoffs is always a crapshoot.
Yeah.
And it's
You never
single
know
And
what
elimination.
LAFC has not always been built well for the playoffs.
Well, it's also single elimination. You
Right.
can't-
So
you can't-
Nobody knows what's gonna
any
happen.
Day,
You could have a bad day and lose.
You know?
Or you could get scored on early and have to chase again.
Right.
A match,
I've-
you know?
Or do we want to answer this question for everybody then?
I'm all in.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
I say LFC.
For the
beginning
supporter
of season-
shield
no,
or the win?
I think to win the league.
To win the whole
I
league,
mean,
yeah.
Atlanta is
Will
playing-
they double the supporter shield and cup?
No.
I think they could,
No.
but my thing is, I think Atlanta United right now is doing really well. My problem is, I don't know if the goal scoring is going to come because the chances have been there, they haven't been taken. If the goal scoring comes for Atlanta United, then Atlanta United can absolutely win the league.
Joseph Martinez is actually passing this year. I'm like, what the fuck?
Joseph Martinez is playing. He's
I've never
fine.
seen that shit
He
before.
has 5 goals to be fair, but for me,
Mostly penalties. though.
Penalties.
there's something
yeah.
about
Mostly
LAFC
penalties.
that feels
Still
like
goal.
Atlanta United in year 2. They just seem to have this bit between their teeth, and they are just playing really good consistently.
Bob Bradley
And
has those
there's
boys
something
humming,
about-
man.
Well, there's something about that second year with a coach.
Yeah.
You saw it with Tata Martino. He gets time with those players that he picked out, handpicked.
Right.
There's something to be said about that.
I
And they
gotta
have the best
say-
player in the league
Best player
right
in the
now.
league. Right.
Hold
That's
on.
what it is.
I think Houston Dallas has got a real.
Really?
I think
real-
Dallas is a paper elephant.
I don't,
I don't
believe
think
in
they are.
Dallas. I don't believe
Yeah,
in
they're
Dallas.
too young.
Houston, I like Houston, but they don't play defense. So
You know,
that's so that.
I
that's
just
gonna
watched
be-
that last Dallas
I
game.
honest.
There's 2 names that haven't been mentioned at all, and
Who?
nobody's talking about Cascadia. Nobody's talking about
Seattle.
Seattle.
Seattle
Nobody's
and
talking about
Portland.
That
You're
was
right.
my
You're
pick.
right.
Is I believe Seattle is going to end up winning the Western Conference, and I think it's
Doing
going
what
to.
they always do.
I think they're going to ghost LAFC. They're just going to put them away in the playoffs, and
If the finals in the bins, I'm never betting against
I don't
Atlanta
think
United.
I don't think Atlanta United is going to end up getting a top seed.
I think they're 3 seeded.
I think, yeah.
We could still have more points than a team out west. aside
I
from
think it's going to
LAFC.
be close. I think DC is going to end up running away with it towards the end. I don't know. It's who really knows. But at the same time, I just think that we have so many new players. We have a new coach. I just this league, I know there's parity, but I just do not see Atlanta United in the first year of Frank DeBoer winning a championship.
Right.
don't
I just
either.
think that's a big ask.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
What about
There's
Open-
nothing
what about-
against
hold
him
on,
or the
though.
players,
What
just,
about
you know.
Open Cup?
No, I don't know.
Another crapshoot.
I mean,
Yeah,
So
who,
you can
who
lose-
knows?
you can-
Yeah,
I
who
mean,
knows?
you got young guys like Pereira coming up, but you also have Andrew Carlton, who's a ghost shell of himself, and I don't know, like who do you play in those situations?
I
So-
don't think it means enough to
Um,
even
It
No.
doesn't.
care about.
It really
Especially-
doesn't.
Other than Kansas
What?
City.
See what Champions League is like. Who cares?
Yeah.
Winning the Open Cup. Am I gonna go? Am I gonna risk any of my starters to go play against Herediano again?
Exactly.
So for
No.
all of the shits and giggles, because this is obviously not rooted. We are in the season, but we are not really in the season.
We're in May.
We're
for
30%
shits
in.
and giggles, who wins MLS Cup?
LAFC.
LAFC.
Seattle.
Seattle,
I'm gonna say LAFC.
especially if
Damn.
I think they can do it without Jordan Morris.
Fucking West Coast, bro.
I also
We're
think-
shit out of luck around
We're in
here.
New York,
man.
Yo, CCL destroys teams like we see it. We saw it with the
there
West Coast
has-
last year.
There has to be an East team there.
Yeah.
So is it DC, LAFC?
I think that no.
So
There's the sneaky
yeah.
team nobody's talking about is Columbus. I think
Columbus,
Columbus
right?
can come out of nowhere.
I think Caleb
They just
Porter
signed
is
David
ruining
Kahn.
that team right
Come out
now.
of nowhere.
He brings in a calm. He gets rid of, Miram. Like, what is he doing?
I can see
that
that.
was a little weird to me.
What
too.
is he
That was a little
doing?
weird.
I don't
I
understand.
But
genuinely
Miram
can
went
see-
to Atlanta United, which is a great move for him.
Well, yeah, 100K.
and
You
a
have to
second
take
round
that
pick,
deal,
you
even if
know?
he sits on the bench and doesn't do
we
anything.
literally gave a pack of Skittles and a few Oreos away for that guy. But like, I think that I could see Atlanta United playing against LAFC in LA, and I just think
3-1 loss.
that is just going to be an LAFC game. If they play,
We
or
play
MLS
against
Cup,
them July
if they play an
27th.
MLS Cup
6
final
now.
in that building,
Dude, that's 3-2-5-2, man. They've built a fortress over
that
there this
place
season.
is rocking.
Yeah.
I love
I'll be
that
there.
stadium. I love how close they get to the pitch. I
We'll
think
be
it'll a
there,
good one.
folks.
Kelly, yeah, Kelly will be there. I'd be like,
What
know that.
I wanted to ask you guys, what do you guys think? Obviously, Al Marone is missing, but what is missing this year?
Right
as
now,
opposed to
Barco.
last
Finishing.
year?
I'll tell you.
Barco,
I know.
right.
I'll
We
tell
don't
you
have
exactly
Barco
what it
right
was.
now.
I feel like, and I said this on our fan cams, I feel like there was it's culture. Because you have a team with 11 South Americans, or some 13 South Americans.
And losing
you,
a
and losing one of the best,
coach,
and you,
right?
and you brought
He
in a
speaks
Dutch
Spanish.
coach.
He played for Barcelona.
Who of the Frank de Boer?
Yeah,
Frank,
but,
you played-
but there's just a difference in the Dutch and German
It's
way
the style
of
of
life.
play
Well, it's also
also.
too. It's like if if Joseph Martinez walks on the field, practice starts at 10, and Joseph walks on tying his cleats at 10:01. I don't give a fuck, but Frank de Boer does, because
Right.
you're an hour and a half late at that point. So I just feel like there's a culture that like the guys at Atlanta kind of walked in and were like, who the fuck is this guy? Who is this
to
guy?
be fair, I think
I'm an
he
MLS Cup
he
champion.
should demand more.
But that
respect
happens
because
to a lot of
that
times,
happens to
but
a
you
lot of
earn
times.
respect over time.
I think
you
right
know.
now this team is playing very, very, very good football. The only thing missing from this team is its clinical finishing in front of goal.
I think there's a lot of
If this
defensive
team-
And a left back.
things we've gotten away with. I
Yes,
think we've had a
I
lot of good
agree,
luck.
but that's because we haven't been finishing. If Atlanta United starts taking the chances it's creating,
This
it's
is not going to be
creating
a
bunch of
team like
chances.
Tata Martino's that just outscores the opponent.
But they are creating. They're not putting them
the funny
away.
thing is we're getting all these clean sheets, but at the same time, like the eye test still doesn't pass for me, and that's the thing. If you just look at the stats, some of
We're not
these
scoring
some
enough.
of these shots on target that we do allow by more dangerous teams and the teams we've played just did not put it away. And I think
Yes.
coming up when we start facing these more difficult teams, this will be the true test.
If Keith Kamara and Kellen Acosta can shoot, we lose 2-1
Who would
to
you
Colorado
bet?
at home.
So you think we're getting lucky? Is what
Who
you're
would
saying.
you
I
bet
think
against?
that soccer is a game of luck and talent. There's two things that can nuance. There's nuance, right? I mean, sometimes it doesn't go your way, sometimes it does. I think we've had some luck in terms of teams not finishing clear chances, just as much as we've, at times had 20 shots and something off the post and things haven't gone in.
Here's my
but-
thing about that, though. If I had to take a bet between Atlanta United and the opposition about who was more likely to take their chance and bury it, I'm betting on Atlanta United every single day. Because
The only
PT's
team I
playing
would
better,
say against-
Barco's playing, with the exception of Red Bull, but
And
PT
LAFC.
PT is playing much better, and he got his first goal, and he's clearly more confident on the ball.
Yep.
Joseph still has 5 goals. Yes, off penalties.
We even
but
saw
he's
Brett Shea
having-
more comfortable with
Brett
Pogba,
Shea
two
is
people that
playing
haven't played
comfortable.
together at all
Pogba-
ever.
Barco was playing incredibly well before he left. If I had to bet on a team, I'm betting on Atlanta United because they have talented players, and if they can start finding
Everywhere on the pitch too.
if they can start finding the
Everywhere.
back of the net consistently,
depth.
Tito Villalba.
But
you
that's
have Miram
also
coming
the
in.
downside, right? You're asking a lot of these players. Frank de Boer's system asks these players to do a lot of different
A lot
things,
of things.
on the field. That's a lot of things going on in their head of when to press, when to not to press, all these sorts of things that they're learning. That's why we saw such a slow learning curve in part, also due to injuries. I think at the end of the day, what's going to make this team a championship team or a successful team in the playoffs, or getting to the playoffs this season, is going to be that character. This team is going to have to carry itself through those times where the chances are not going in, you're making silly defensive errors.
Turning the ball over. in
But we
midfield.
haven't really had to come down, like we haven't really had any, what I want to see is what happens if we get a goal or two scored on us.
Have we had a comeback this
And
season?
can we come back? That
No.
was something that we did
haven't.
under Tata. We saw that character. We were able to
The
do it.
infamous San Jose match.
So there are still things that we have yet to be tested on, and I'm hopeful that when we get tested that we come through. But I'm a little hesitant to say that we're playing amazing soccer.
We're not playing
No, I
amazing.
just-
We're still just in second gear to me. you
We're
know?
not. We're not. So this leads into this debate that we've talked about who we see in the playoffs. We talked about who we see at the MLS Cup final. We've talked about all that stuff. We see who wins the MLS Cup. So as of right now, if we're talking us to you, a Red Bull fan, we as Atlanta United fans and you as a Red Bull fan do not see us in the long shoot, goal-oriented, we're going to get MLS Cup, right?
Right.
So in this case, let's look forward, once again for shits and giggles, next season.
That's where I think Atlanta United could really start beating teams off. Because you're
And
going to
also-
lose a Lorenowitz, you'll
Yeah.
lose a Parkhurst.
The
I think
CBA is going to be
The
key.
CBA is going to be key.
You're
If
going
it
to lose
goes-
Gressel.
Maybe
You're
because
gonna
if the
lose
CBA
LVP.
if the CBA
CBA
goes
allows
through, you
us-
might be able to pay
Yeah.
those guys more money. And if you're losing Parkhurst and Lorenowitz, you will have more money to offer those
If
guys.
Julian Gressel gets a Bundesliga offer and
Oh,
can
if somebody
make
comes
him
in,
run,
if somebody
Yeah.
comes in for
Yeah.
9, 11 million, he's gone.
gone.
You got to
He's
make
gone.
your money off of a draft pick.
He's one of the lowest paid.
He's making
players.
112.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's one of the-
120
he's
some
like-
thousand.
And
yeah.
he's one of the highest producing
That's what I'm
players.
saying. He's
First
fucking
fastest
awesome.
And this boy is living in my hood in Midtown, which is not cheap.
But look at that! Look at that first draft for Atlanta United. Miles Robinson and Julian Gressel are both starting and turning into incredible players. But you're always going to lose players, and you know that. But if Atlanta United is going to lose some older players, but if it can get younger and recruit well, get the left back, get possibly a right
But
back.
this is
if
where we
Gressel
go into the
goes.
Ajax system.
That's the thing, is that I think that this team next year will be even better than it is this year. And if it doesn't win the MLS Cup this year, I can see them absolutely.
Is that
as
because
a
of his youth
machine-
development
I don't
capability
know.
or
Well, the
anything
thing
like
with the youth
that?
development, you're not going to see that in year 2 of a
gonna
coach.
see that in year
You'll
7.
see that 10 years down the line.
But let's look.
from now.
But let's look at this from a Red Bulls perspective. In your opinion, from what you said, you do not see the Red Bulls making winning the Supporters Shield again, and we do not see them winning the MLS Cup.
It'll be hard for us.
So in your opinion, what do you see happening to your team to make them better next year?
So I think
Cloning
that
Tyler Adams?
well, yes, that would be fucking awesome. But although I will say I do like this kid, Christian Caceres Jr.
Yep.
He's a 19-year-old Venezuelan, a bulldog. He's the only one that'll stick his foot in the
He just got
tackle
called up from
and
the Copa
bury
team,
somebody.
didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
I
did.
like that kid a lot. He plays like Tyler Adams, and he actually scores more goals than Tyler Adams does. Like he has like 3 goals already.
So
this
it's a
season
win-win?
out of nowhere, right? So,
Right.
but that's because the Red Bulls have a
So
great,
the Red
a
Red
great
Bulls
system.
and Leipzig will also take
Right.
him.
Yeah, they'll take him too eventually.
But the
we
Red Bulls need to bring
we
a
need
big name
striker.
player.
We need a striker, bro. We need a striker. BWP can't do it by himself.
Yeah.
He's 34 years old, turning 35. He's already having injuries. I need somebody big to
So
come in
outside
and
of
put the chances.
Joseph,
Pick up the phone, tell Griezmann he can live in Miami and
Yes.
just
Hey,
commute to Jersey on the weekends.
I tell you what I think would be great in our system is Elliot from Houston. I think if you guys had
oh my God,
that guy in
yes.
your system would
Right?
be
Be awesome.
He's trying to go to Europe.
Yeah,
Of course he is.
he has those dreams, but but that's really what it is. That's really what's holding us back. We have a great defensive core. We have 2 of the best center backs in the league.
And one of the best goalkeepers.
We have Michael Murillo, who has Europe aspirations. He's a Panama international. Kamar Lawrence is a Jamaica international. These guys are 24, 25 years old, bombing up the middle. We have a decent midfield.
Yep.
But we just need that guy up top, man.
I signed Kamar Lawrence and
You know?
Compara when I play with Augsburg on FIFA.
Yeah,
So,
like
I mean,
they're good. They're fast. They defend well. We just like
Also,
literally.
Robles is
Robles is
insane.
great. Although he is 34 years old, I do like the backup Ryan Murray. He actually got a clean sheet the other day. Played fucking awesome. But I think what's holding us back. That's why I said when you asked me who would I take from Atlanta United, Joseph Martinez, because we don't score goals.
Okay, so outside of
That's
Joseph
really what it
Martinez,
is.
because we got him for 5 years and a lot of money. Who else other than Ellis?
Elise.
From Major League Soccer?
Yeah.
Villa.
I mean, obviously, but realistically,
Yeah, taking one B target, not one A. It's
Realistically.
not everybody's one A.
you know who I want? Darwin Quincero.
Oh,
I want Darwin
that would be
Quincero.
dope
I
for
want Darwin
NY.
Quincero,
Oh
bro.
my God.
You know who else would look really good?
Who
Fernando Calvo.
and with that,
That's the end of the podcast, folks.
We're fucking out of here.
but in all seriousness, Eric, thanks for coming by.
Of course, man. Yeah, man.
Bringing us a 6-pack, showing us a good time.
Definitely.
One last question as a Knicks fan.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
Who do you
God,
take at
no.
3?
We have to
You
take
trade.
RJ Barrett. I mean, I was crying when we didn't get the number 1 pick.
But if you can turn 3
But-
into AD,
Well, yes, I would definitely do that. If the Pelicans want to start with Zion and RJ Barrett because they're friends, I would fucking take AD in a heartbeat. But I think 1 is going to be Zion, 2 is going to be John
Ja
Morant, 3 is going to be RJ Barrett, and I'm fine with RJ Barrett. You know. He's good. The Knicks will be the
Wait,
Knicks.
so
Hopefully
this
we
is-
get KD.
I don't understand basketball. They didn't already choose who they picked?
So they had a lottery.
No, yeah. So the draft
they're the
lottery.
combine.
So it tells us who gets the first pick, second pick, third pick.
So instead of worst
Yeah.
to first doing it by record,
Right.
basically if you don't make the playoffs, you go into the lottery.
And
depending
how
on
it's
where
like
you
literally,
finish-
it's a fucking a lotto machine.
Ping pong balls.
They
drop
pick
them
ping
in.
pong balls.
If you did worse,
Yeah.
you have a higher percentage.
Check out our next vlog where we explain the NBA lottery system.
This is insane.
No, so basically there's a
Aaron,
generational
where-
talent in the draft this year,
Yeah,
and
Zion
everybody
Williamson,
wanted number
yeah.
one, Zion Williamson out of Duke,
And
who
the
I think is
Pelicans
Larry
got him.
Johnson 2.0.
He's fucking awesome.
He's
All right,
6'6",
all right.
290 pounds.
All right.
Eric, where can they find you on the social medias and all of
Social
that
media,
stuff?
you can find me at High Press Pod 420 because my original High Press account got suspended as well.
Solidarity.
CJ Riddle, I feel your pain, brother. Right? Yeah, High Press Pod 420. You can find us on YouTube, High Press Pod. Search it in. We're in there. We don't record as much as you guys because it's tough getting 3 potheads together
Yes.
to do like a schedule thing, you know?
Yeah,
You know
editing
what I'm
gets
saying?
weird.
Yeah. Plus I'm in Queens. My boy Mark is in Long Island. My cousin Bijan lives in Chicago. So, it's like it's tough. But you can follow us on there and, on Twitter.
Maybe we can
yeah.
call into one of ours and
there
do
you
some
go.
Skype.
Let
We'd
me
love to
know.
have you,
We can all
man.
do the
Fucking down,
technologies.
bro. I'm always down to talk some
There we
footage,
go.
man. For real.
Well, we're in Harlem, and we haven't had anything to eat for dinner tonight, and there's so many
Get some
options.
pizza.
Or some chicken.
Enjoy.
There's so many choices.
We had Wiener Schnitzel earlier. It was-
Yeah,
We're about to
exactly.
get some food. I'm about to take them on the town to get some food.
All right,
Boom.
thank y'all
Let's go.
so much once again. We've had a blast, and we're gonna go out and enjoy New York City.
Salud.
Salud.